Welcome here to the Golf Ticket presents Cape Town Club Cricket League T10 match 14. And that match is between Rondebosch Cricket Club, sponsored by Winfair 247. They are playing Victoria Cricket Club. They are sponsored by Cricketer. And earlier we went over and had a look at the pitch as well as the toss. And let's see what the outcome of those were. Good morning and welcome here to the Golf Ticket presents Cape Town Club Cricket League T10 matches here. We're on day 8. Match number 14 is going to prospect for us, and that includes Rondebosch Cricket Club, sponsored by Winfair 247. They are up against Victoria Cricket Club. They are sponsored by Cricketer. Rondebosch, they're undefeated. They're 3 from 3. Victoria, they are 2 from 3. So a lot of interesting things happening here today. These teams will be wanting to get that win to consolidate their position in the top 4. Conditions here today a lot warmer than what it has been as well over the last 2 days. The sun is beating down, some light white skies about as well, but that's not going to make any impact in today's conditions. Not a breeze to talk about. So it's almost like we're back to day 1. And even with that, we're back on the same pitch we started this on. Back on this pitch number 3. Very good looking pitch for me. Nice and hard. Again, there's like a light sheen on it, which tells me there's a little bit of moisture in this pitch. I still feel the team that's going to win the toss, they're still going to bowl because they're really not sure what a good total is. Also, because we're back on a different pitch here today, the same pitch we started on. So let's go over to the toss and see what the captains have decided. Good morning and welcome here to the Golf Ticket presents Cape Town Club Cricket League T10 match. We're busy with match 14, and that is between Rondebosch Cricket Club, sponsored by Winfair 247. They're up against Victoria Cricket Club. They are sponsored by Cricketer. It's going to be Rondebosch to toss a coin. It's going to be Morne Pence's handed the coin. Heads. Marco called. That's a very late call, that was. And the tail it is. So, Rondebosch Cricket Club, Morne Pence, you've won the toss. Now, Morne, what have you decided to do this morning?
Nothing new, Eugene. We're going to have a bowl first.
I sort of have that same sort of sheen look on this pitch. We're back on the same pitch we started on. Probably not a bad idea to bowl first.
Yeah, I mean, I looked at the pitch this morning. I think it's going to be a good wicket to bowl first. I don't think it's going to be a bad wicket to bat as well. And it's going to get better and better when we play. So we're looking forward to it.
This is a very important clash. Now, you 3 from 3. Another win will really consolidate you for those playoff positions.
Yes, of course. I must give credit to the bowlers and the batters. They've been doing exceptionally well, and my team is just moving forward and forward. So we'll see how it goes.
You've had quite a few tight games as well, but also I think on Saturday you guys exploited yourselves and sort of just expanded and have fun with the bat.
Yeah, just that game against Balwell was something different. We had a good day, and all the other games were quite close. But we'll see. I think today is going to be a good game. 2 versus 3, it's going to be a tough battle.
Any changes to your team?
No, same side.
Listen, go well today.
Cool, thank you so much.
Marco, I'm sure you would have had a bowl as well, but going by what we've seen yesterday, probably not a bad thing to bat as well.
Yeah, true. I mean, the last time I lost the toss, we came out on top at the end of the result. So if that can happen, I don't mind losing a toss then.
Don't think you won a toss yet?
No, I haven't.
Listen, you are 2 from 3. Very important clash. A win for you guys, consolidate your position in that playoff positions.
Yeah, 100%. And it just opens up the group as well. Because now the guys at the top is going to have to start playing even better. So, yeah, we each got to stick to our guns and play and bat well and put up a good total so we can defend.
Any changes to your team?
Yeah, we got 2 changes. Warren Extel comes back and Warwick Roder comes back.
So a bit more experience for you in that lineup as well.
Yeah, hopefully they can do well. We missed Warren with the ball, and Warwick can do some wonders with the bat as well. So hopefully he can come right for us as well.
Listen, Marco, go well to you and your team.
Thank you.
That's the news here at the toss, where Rondebosch Cricket Club, sponsored by Winfair 247, they have won the toss. And again, as always, have elected to bowl first against Victoria Cricket Club, sponsored by Cricketer. And that was the result of the toss earlier today. And that was Rondebosch Cricket Club winning the toss. And there we have the umpire, sponsored by ID 247. But a brotherly love out there, Ivan and Jacob. They're going to be doing and officiating matters there for us in match 1. With me on this day, as we look at the batter card, is James again. James, welcome back here to another day of possibly exciting stuff here in this Golf Ticket presents Cape Town Club Cricket League T10 competition.
Oh, it's been brilliant so far, Eugene. Some really interesting matches, some close ones, some ones not so close as you'd expect in this type of tournament. We've got 2 versus 3 today, Rondebosch versus Victoria CC.
Yeah, this is a big clash here between these two teams. Both these teams want to consolidate themselves for those players' berths later on. The 2 men out there is going to be Ismail Prince and Justin Pringle, a bit of P&P out there, just like the brotherly love out there as De Jong and De Jong. It's all happening there. It's all the double barrels here today, so could be in for some double fun here today.
Oh, I think so. You've got the low total specialist here, Rondebosch Cricket Club, sponsored by Winfair 247.
Don't start so early in the morning, James. We said we want to have some exciting cricket. We don't want low-scoring matches here. Let's get stuck in here. But these two teams, they're all now 3 matches into this tournament, and surely they want to come out here and show what they can do in the shorter format of the game.
Oh, they definitely will. Anything can happen in this format. Get off to a good start in that power play. 3 overs only, and you've got to get those runs on the board, not lose any wickets early doors.
Vian van der Merwe, James, he's back on. The 1 over specialist. He's back on here. He bowled 2 overs the other day and got absolutely pummeled in his 2nd over.
Yeah, he's only going to bowl 1 today, I think, Eugene. The first opening over to see. He got 1 for 1 in the last spell in the first over. So as you said, 17 in his 2nd. It was the most expensive over of the innings.
Sorry there, James, and the matters are up and running here, and the first ball gets hit for 2. And let me tell you, if that, going by my gut feel, if that's what things to come here, I think we're in for a barnstorming game. Off the mark first up, and that's the first time Vian van der Merwe has conceded more than 1 run in his opening over.
Wow, this has been economy personified early doors.
Put a grip there, seems like a bit quicker through the air there by Vian. Showing his full array here early doors.
He gets through his overs so quickly.
That's clipped away nicely again. That's just going to be 1. That's Justin Buren's exceptional fielder. Good pair of hands on him. He's fielding out there in that all-important position, and that's going to bring the other P on strike, Ismail Prince.
Yeah, left-right combination here. Going to make it a little bit more difficult for Vian and for the other bowlers early on.
He won't think it's difficult for him. He backs himself, Vian van der Merwe. He won't be used to this. 3 runs off his first over. What's going on?
Oh, good lad. Good
That's more like it. Straight back to the bowler.
Very good, that. He dots it up there, not conceding any boundaries. And just like that, just as I said, just as I opened my mouth, there he goes, sweeps it down to deep backward square for the first boundary of this lovely morning here in Cape Town.
Gorgeous shot here. First up from Ismail Prince. He just goes across the wicket and plays it beautifully down to deep backward square. There's nobody protecting that area there. Immediately a change of line from Vian for his last ball.
Comes around the wicket here. It's hit again. Down to deep. Long on. That is Morne Pence. He does the mopping up, and that concludes the first over. Nice steady start there by Victoria Cricket Club. They are sponsored by Cricketer, and they've gone 8 without loss, and I think that's one of the better first overs, it has to be said.
Yeah, most certainly, and having a look at the bowling first up, not going for it recklessly from the word go, which we've seen some of the teams doing here.
It's not gung-ho stuff. It's definitely not gung-ho, as Victoria Cricket made 2 changes. Warwick, he comes back, and also Warren Extrell, he's back with these little quick leggies. And I tell you what, that has not been seen in this tournament yet. Vian van der Merwe conceding 8 runs in his first over. First time that has happened.
Yeah, so expensive for him. And if he does get another over later on, he'll be wanting to make sure he keeps it down.
Well, we'll see what Captain Pence does. I don't think he was keen on the 2nd over, as that's Hayden Burns' figures there. And the ones we're looking at, concentrating on, are the ones on the right-hand side. 36 balls for 3 wickets in his 3 matches so far. Has the ability to take wickets.
Yeah, he's been very good so far, Hayden Byrne. Remembering in that match on Saturday that he took 2 wickets in his first over.
It's down the leg side, a little bit of a slip in the side there as we're looking at slow poison De Jong there. He indicates that that is also 1 for the over. The other umpire is Mr. Bylaws De Jong.
Yeah, so we've got Jacob and Ivan. Jacob there at the northern end of the ground, I think it is. And you've got Ivan here at the south, am I right?
Yeah, that's the town end on that side.
Town end.
The town just of Durbanville just behind that. Behind us, yeah, in a comedy box. It's a lovely golf course. And that will be the golf course end. A bit of a change here as finally coming into the ring. That is Vian van der Merwe and Justin Burens. He goes out to third man.
Yeah, his line's going to need to be good here outside the off stump.
It's going to try and go that, and that's cut away there by Ismail Prince. They're coming back for 2. He's got to get the skates on. I think he must have slipped there on the far side there a little bit. So they've got to be interesting to see that, obviously with a little bit of dew when the covers are on the big square here that we find ourselves at.
Yeah, touch of moisture there at that end, just making it a little bit more difficult. That'll dry out as the day goes on. Beautiful conditions overhead.
We'll be gung-ho later, I tell you. Game 2, can't wait for that one. But this one needs all our attention. Hayden running in. It's another short ball now. He's already bowled 1 for the over. And there goes the no ball. Oh. Tell you what, that came from Bylaws De Jong. He knows his rules, I tell you. There you go, there you see it. Hence, we'll have a no ball for head.
No ball.
No ball, yeah.
So here we go with loosen the shackles.
Yeah, it really does. And he's got a chance now to play this one to the short boundary on that leg side. Like today, playing on this pitch, a little bit more evened out in terms of the boundary sides, but it's still shorter, I think, on that leg side for the right-hander.
Now they're just looking at that pitch there, just a little bit, just damp a little bit. So they need maybe just a little bit of sawdust or something just to roughen that up there.
Yeah, that end of the pitch there was a little bit damp this morning. Groundsman Werner doing a great job in drying it out, but it might just still be a little bit damp underfoot, as you said, Eugene. And as they come through, just a bit worried that the bowler's maybe slipping there a little bit. So, interesting start so far as we have a bit of a break now. And it is still a free hit that we're just waiting for. With this over so far, very expensive from Hayden, and he's not been able to get anything out of this so far, just that wide, and that one going over the shoulder of the batter, and then he repeated that.
Yeah, just gonna. There's the sponsors here, Billy 777, forming part of this good and great competition here. Title sponsor, of course, Golf Ticket. Billy 77, they sponsored team yesterday, Northern Skuru Cricket Club. There's our main title sponsor, Golf Ticket. Love that it said smiles, and plenty of smiles during this few days that we have been here. 8 days already into this competition, and it just certainly has been something to behold as well, and everybody's taken to it. MG Lion, they sponsor Tigerberg Cricket Club.
Yeah, I think that's great. MG Lions sponsoring the Tigers. Tigers been doing pretty well in the tournaments as well, mid-table. We've got this afternoon's going to be a fascinating clash between Durbanville and second from bottom Belleville Cricket Club.
Yeah, they got it all to do Though Belleville Cricket Club managed to get a win there the other day. World 777, another one of the team sponsors. There are the umpires, ID 247. Good to have them on board as well, for the men out there in the middle doing the job, overseeing things out there.
Yeah, and we've got all the production that you need. We've got a third umpire here, Jason Shotgun Harrison, who's here with us, and he's certainly going to make sure that he makes these decisions as quickly as he possibly can in front of the TV today.
There's Rondebosch Cricket Club, that's their sponsor, Winfair 247. They are 3 from 3 in this competition. Look at TAR 777, those are the boundary markers, and they're all over the place here. It's great to have those as well being shown to you, all these great pictures.
Yeah, just sorting out those landing positions for the bowler, particularly down that side. A little bit sticky there this morning for the bowler, maybe slipping there a bit. Hayden Byrne, apologies for that. And he's just going to try and see if he can get his run through working. No doubt he'll be saying, Eugene, you're a bowler, and you know he'll be saying it was definitely the pitch that caused those wides and no balls.
It's a very difficult one for me. I like to be somebody that like to sit on the fence. It's because I just don't like saying anything bad about anyone else, you know. And there's another one of our sponsors, D247. The reason why I say that, James, is we just found a way of just getting on with it. You know, I think more often than not, yeah, it's another sponsor, Wolf 777. I just feel there's times where, yes, there is player safety, but we just got on with it, you know, did a couple of scratching, made sure that we had that grip and put it behind us. I just feel sometimes that it's sort of just, oh, I slipped or whatever the case may be, whatever the conditions are, whatever's out there, you try and make it work for you and not trying to, you're trying to get the game to go on. Yes, I understand it's player safety, don't get me wrong, but there was a way and means that we just went on with it more often than not.
Yeah, and certainly you would be very aware of the sort of damp conditions. You've played in a lot of countries all over the world, a lot of time in Ireland there, where conditions, I'm sure, quite damp on occasion.
Tell you what, they wouldn't stop for that, I tell you. But I do understand from a player's point of view how it will look like as well. But at the end of the day, you just got to find a way to get on with it, you know. Just put it in your head, put it in your mind. You can come closer, rough it up. You are allowed to rough up the surface a little bit. Get sawdust if you must. But I think more and more often, we just try and refocus or set our focus more on that and blame that rather than what our executions will be at times as well. And I think that's what, I'm not talking about myself, I think players sort of a few years ago, certainly they sort of took ownership and responsibility about that. As it looks like we're ready to go here. And it's going to be a free hit, I'm sure. It's a free hit. After all that, here we go. That's hit down. Oh, it's not going to go very far. It is a free hit. It's taken. But I think everybody forgot that it was a free hit there because everybody's running in.
Well, they're changing position for the left-hander. That's what it is, Eugene.
Keep telling them, you use that excuse. I just told you now about the excuse, James. Don't go and talk about giving any excuses to them. Got to be game aware. Switch on, man. Anyway, well bowled there by Hayden. He's still got 4 balls to go, and it's the big, tasty Justin Pringle. He's back on strike here. He's 3 of 3. Big tasty. I hope he gets going. He's a good man to see hit the ball.
Yeah, just making sure he's got a view on where those fielders are. You can see counting them with the bat there.
I'm not sure you count the fielders. You count the gaps, not the fielders, man. That's a top edge. That has gone a long way up. And how's it going to go all the way? It's going to be a 1 bounce 4. That was a top edge, ladies and gentlemen. Wanted to hit that over here to deep square. Just getting a leading edge or top edge, and that flew over the keeper. 1 bounce into the boundary boards.
I don't mind how they come as long as they do come. 17 after only 1.3 overs, so after a good start in the power play. Big thing there. No wickets yet that have fallen.
You again put the markers on them, James. Oh, he's trying to hit that to the, which will be the longest boundary here. They'll be back on the pitch that we started proceedings on here on day 1 in this golf ticket. Presents Cape Town Club Cricket League T10 matches. So it's a little bit evenly. Both sides here. To our right here, it's still a little bit further away.
But certainly using this pitch, which is more to the right on the square as we look at it, does make it a little bit more even, as you say, Eugene.
That's well bowled that. Now he's not looking at those wet markings, are they? He executed his skills quite well there. He's got 1 more ball to go. 9 runs conceded. Still a nice tidy over inside this power play. And this has been one of Victoria Cricket Club's better power plays thus far in this competition.
Yeah, I want to make sure there's not a release ball at the end of this over. 9 already off it.
Well bowled. Looks like a little bit of an off-cutter there, and what a finish that was by Hayden, only conceding 9 runs. That was quite good from them. As we see those two, the 2 Ps, Justin Pringle, Ismail Prince, the PNPs.
Yeah, and we can get the runs ASAP this morning here, most definitely.
Oh, we're all doing that there now as look at those bowling figures. Vian van der Merwe, first time ever. He's gone for more than 1 in his opening over. Hayden Byrne, he's gone for 9. Good conclusion to his over that was. And it's looked like it's going to be Barron or Bailey Aarons.
Yeah, he's also had some good bowling going here. And remembering that Rondebosch yet to concede more than 72 and they've been playing in their 3 matches. The first match 69, second one 68, and the third one 72. Tight game that was that we called on Monday.
That's right, it was, and numbers look good there from Bailey. So he's going to be charging in here from the golf course end for that all-important 3rd and final over of the power play. That's a full ball. That's clipped, and it's been misfield, and the ball's going to go. I must say the ball didn't race to the boundary because it just seemed like it held up. Maybe a little bit of dew still on the outfield, but that's a 4 nicely picked away. All of a sudden, Bailey is under pressure from ball 1.
Yeah, he didn't need to be. He just, that's, as you say, slipped through the hands of that man at mid-wicket and all the way down to the boundary. So they got that man at short, fine, deep square on the boundary, mid-wicket, mid-on, mid-off, extra cover, backward point, 3rd man.
He's trying to go downtown. The big tasty, he made the yards there going down for a quick single leg by, shown there by Bylaws de Jong, the umpire. So go down to 22 now without loss, and this has been a very, very good power play for Victoria Cricket Club, their best.
Yeah, we've been seeing power plays mostly in the region sort of 25, 26. It's at the moment looking very much like it might be a bit, you say over par or under par. It's a difficult one to know what to say because under par in golf is a good score.
That's clipped away. There's that gone all the way. It's gone huge. First maximum of this morning here at the Golf Ticket presents Cape Town Club Cricket League.
And it is umpire this end, Bylaws de Jong, signaling they're reaching for the sky with those 2 arms.
Sometimes you just got to go with your gut. My gut said that Big Tasty is up for this.
Yeah, gloriously picked that up, and just the sound off the bat so far, even that one he top edged down to 3rd backward fine leg for 4 was really came off the bat nicely.
Then 11 runs off the first 3 balls. We all just talk about having an over split in 2. First 3 balls versus the last 3 balls. Now then, what's the reply going to be here from Bailey? That's sort of over the top, just barely. Sort of sat in the pitch. It could have been maybe a slower cutter into the surface. Took forever to get to Big Tasty Justin Pringle. And that only results in a single.
Yeah, a bit lucky for us to get away with that one this time. Justin Pringle. He does, and they've pushed that score on to 29. This has been a very good power play for Victoria Cricket Club, sponsored by Cricketer.
Ismail Prince on strike. He's on 12 of 8 deliveries. He's also going at a fair lick here. Charges on, and he will get there quite quickly because he was halfway down the wicket anyway. And he keeps the scoreboard ticking along, and we're now talking about that all-important 6th delivery of this, the 3rd over, which will conclude the power play period here.
Bailey Aaron's coming back well after those first 3 deliveries, 2 singles, which almost as good as a dot in this situation.
13 still off this over, including a leg by. What can he give us here? That goes again short, but this time offers with. And Pringle this time learnt his lesson from the ball. Before that he faced up, waited nicely for that and hit that over the inner ring, and that's going to conclude the power play, and that has been an exceptional power play from what we've seen here from Victoria Cricket Club, taking their score to 34 without loss.
That's an outstanding power play, as you say, Eugene. Brilliant stuff. Just waiting on that one with the tennis ball bounce. Just set up beautifully for Pringle. He just caned it over the infield for 4.
Now then, can we talk about a 3-figure here, total here for Victoria, as it is Shotgun, or no, apology, Shotgun Harrison. He's the 3rd umpire. That is Slow Poise and De Jong there, indicating that it is power play done. And it's going to be Morne Pence. It looks like it's going to bowl us this over.
Captain taking responsibility for himself to try and get a wicket here.
Yeah, they've just been a little bit indifferent here, but let's not take anything away from Victoria Cricket Club. They've certainly come out hard for them, and it's certainly not Reece Thompson, so he's not a bowler because he cannot bowl to his own team in this competition, or maybe he can, who knows.
Yeah, we'll see. Morne Pence, what can he do? What can the captain do? First over the 2nd power play.
He's gone full of length. That one is squirted just back with a point, and that's excellent fielding. I have to say that.
And Matthew de Villiers there. Brilliant stuff.
Ran around like an athlete going around a bend of a 200 meters. Just quick to the ball, very low. Got that ball in his hand and got it to the keeper very quickly. I must say the keeper wasn't very tidy behind the stumps, but the job was done.
Yeah, the most important thing there, preventing the 2nd, because he had a lot of ground to make up. As you said, Eugene came around like a hare around the boundary there. It's Pringle on strike now, the left-hander.
Full of length, and that is squirted. He finds a way to get that to 3rd man. Oh, now surely they're not going to come back. They can't risk it. That's, again, good work there by Rondebosch Cricket Club. That time it was Via and van der Merwe.
Yeah, been good in the field as well, Rondebosch, in all the matches so far. And this looks like, unless they get some wickets, looks like they're going to concede their largest score of the tournament so far.
This looks like a good match in prospect here, James. I feel it. This is going to be a very tight one. This is going to be a good match between these 2 teams, numbers 2 and 3 in the log, as Morne Pence steams in again. That's hit firmly wide now of the long off, and like a tracer bullet, that ball has gone. And that's the difference when you hit the ball in the air and then the ball hits this sort of greasy surface. It just shoots on. That is 4 runs there too. Ismail Prince.
Beautiful shot. He got all of it, didn't he? And it, only 10 meters to the left of the man at long off, but he had no price on that one.
Sort of trying to get that work to square leg. That's a dot ball. So now we have 6 runs off the first 4 balls. How can this over be seen out here by Morne Pence? And that of Victoria Cricket Club. Projected score 113. Tell you what, if they get anywhere near that, it's game on here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that's going to be out. That's going to be an easy catch, surely. Yes, it is. Again, just going through the shot there a little bit. Just end up pulling that straight to square leg.
Yeah.
And And that is the first wicket gone here for Victoria Cricket Club. Gone for 40.
Yeah, live by the sword, die by the sword here. You just sense that perhaps he didn't need to be going for that one with the 6 off the over so far, although that 4th delivery a dot, that always builds a little bit of pressure.
Yeah, it does, but this sort of format, once you see an opportunity to score runs and score big, these batters, they're just going to go after it. And I think he just got a top edge. I think he was just a little bit low on it, so suggest the ball just sat up a little bit higher than what he thought as the captain. Marco Weingard makes his way to the crease to join big tasty Justin Pringle.
Still think we're going to see some big hits coming in this match. Most definitely. These two look like they're strong men. We've already seen that from Justin Pringle. And now his captain as well. Going to be in at the bat and left-hand, right-hand combination still.
If these two can bat for about 3 overs, I tell you, the score's going to rollick along, as that's his figures there. You want to add more runs to in that column there, so we concentrate on the ones on the left-hand side there. 3 matches, 2 innings. So you want to get a little bit more. A lot of banter between these two at the toss early on. So what kind of banter can they dish up in the middle here? Hits that firmly down the ground. There's not much of a foot movement there. He's got great hands. Good hand and eye coordination as Marco Weingard. And that concludes the 4th over. Victoria still very well placed here at 41 for 1. Going at slightly a smidgen over, 10 runs and over. Even I think I'm good at that one.
Yeah, very good start for Victoria Cricket Club. Just losing that 1 wicket in that previous over. And chatting to Javon there before the match today, saying that the Rondebosch team was very much batting heavy, they felt, and that they've been almost not necessarily surprised, but they've been happy with their bowling performances so far. So they feel they really got runs in this team.
Justin Behrens, he's the man, the leg spinner. He's going to come in to bowl. He's had a really exceptional season here for his club, Western Province Cricket Club. He's turning out here for Rondebosch Cricket Club. He's had a really good year with ball in hand, and even in this competition, he was the man that bowled that super over for Rondebosch Cricket and bowled a really exceptional over. As you look at his numbers there on the right-hand side, 3 matches, he's bowled 30 balls and taken 3 wickets.
Yeah, really impressed with him in the previous match when he put the skids under the team he was bowling against there.
He's not the worst batsman, I tell you. He can bat, this kid. Now he's going to be bowling to Marco Weingard, and I just keep looking at that, the wrong one or the one that just goes straight on here. I feel that started, that one is swept down to deep square. It's just going to be the one straight away. That looked like the wrong one because he wants to be hit to the longer boundaries or the bigger boundaries here. So that's going to bring big tasty Justin Pringle back on strike, 42 for 1. And after this over, we're going to go to our strategic timeout, sponsored by Golf Ticket.
Yeah, it's proved to be a great innovation in this tournament. The strategic timeout, as you say, sponsored by Golf Ticket, and gives the guys a chance to just reset and understand, rejig the targets.
Big Tasty coming down the pitch. That's firmly hit down to Vian. He's at long on there. Vian van der Merwe. It's just going to be 1.
Yeah, really liking the sound off the bat from Justin Pringle. Get a bit of elevation. He's already shown us what he can do. If he stays there till the end, you expect it's going to be a real total of maybe in the 3 figures.
Only 5 boundaries so far in this innings. He's gone for the reverse. He's gone for the reverse, so it's looking like a tidy over. So Behrens has certainly won the first half of this over.
Yeah, pressure on now to the batter, Captain Marco Weingard. What's he going to do with this next one? Going to want to get bat on ball for sure.
Oh, again, I think he's thinking he's going to face a leggy, but it just looked like everything is going to go in. And the reason for that is I don't think Justin Behrens will want to give them any room to free their arms up by bowling a ball that might be turning away, especially from the right-hander. But he's going to be bowling to the big tasty Justin Pringle now. 2 balls to go. It's been a fine over so far.
He's eyeing that leg side. He's eyeing that leg side, Eugene.
Short ball, and that has just been worked around the corner. He's waiting for the umpire, Bylaws de Jong. He says he got bat on that, the big taste. That's gone for 4 off the bat.
Yeah, I thought I heard something on the stump mark there. Just that slight nick down the leg side. They all count, though.
Definitely count, and I think that's just the pressure here. Or does he just want to see the over out? You're trying to just get the ball down there in the air a little bit quicker from Burens there. Unfortunately, his line was misdirected.
So is he going to finish well here, Justin Behrens?
In the googly ball, well picked there by Justin Pringle, and that is going to conclude here the first 5 overs here that we've had in this match of this Golf Ticket Presents Cape Town Club Cricket League T10 match between Rondebosch Cricket Club, sponsored by Winfair 247, up against Victoria Cricket Club. They sponsored by Cricketer, as we're getting ready for the Golf Ticket strategic timeout, and that man, PM, joins us once again.
Golf Ticket presents Cape Town Club Cricket League T10 क्रिकेट का असली एनिमल, और अब समय हो चुका है गल्फ टिकट स्ट्रेटेजिक टाइम आउट का। जैसे कि हम देख सकते हैं कि गल्फ टिकट द्वारा स्पॉन्सर्ड ड्रिंक्स कार्ट मैदान में पहुंच गई है और सारे खिलाड़ियों को राहत की सांस या कह सकते हैं राहत का पानी खिला रही है। गल्फ टिकट जो है ये है यूएई का सबसे ज़्यादा भरोसेमंद ऑनलाइन रैफल ड्रॉ। आप अपनी किस्मत का खेल खेल सकते हैं golfticket.com पे। अभी रजिस्टर करें और करोड़ों कमाने का मौका जीतें। आप अपने सपनों को पूरा कर सकते हैं golfticket.com पे रजिस्टर करके, क्योंकि ये है यूएई का सबसे ज़्यादा भरोसेमंद ऑनलाइन रैफल ड्रॉ। अपनी किस्मत आजमा सकते हैं और गल्फ टिकट के रैफल ड्रॉ में हिस्सा ले सकते हैं। गल्फ टिकट यूएई का सबसे ज्यादा भरोसेमंद, फुल्ली रेगुलेटेड, ऑथराइज्ड और रजिस्टर्ड ऑनलाइन रैफल ड्रॉ है। कुछ क्षण बचे हुए हैं गल्फ टिकट स्ट्रेटेजिक टाइम आउट के, और हम देख सकते हैं कि गल्फ टिकट की ड्रिंक्स कार्ड अब मैदान से वापस लौटते हुए। दर्शकों को बता देना चाहता हूं कि हम देख रहे हैं गल्फ टिकट प्रेजेंट्स केप टाउन क्लब क्रिकेट लीग T10 क्रिकेट का असली एनिमल। देखते हैं कि इसके बाद हम कौन सी मैच देखने वाले हैं, और ये है डर्बनविल क्रिकेट क्लब, जिसको कि वर्ल्ड 777 ने स्पॉन्सर किया है, जो कि बेलविल क्रिकेट क्लब स्पॉन्सर्ड बाय बेडब्रिक 7 के सामने टक्कर लेगी। शाम 5 बजे भारतीय टाइम के मुताबिक, 3:30 बजे यूएई टाइम के मुताबिक और 1:30 बजे साउथ अफ्रीकन टाइम के मुताबिक इसी यूट्यूब चैनल पे आप इस गेम का लुत्फ उठा सकते हैं।
Thank you very much there to PM, giving the insight of things still to come here as well as our title sponsor, Golf Ticket. And we're back in it here, James. So both these teams have had a chance to speak to their respective coaches, players. How do you think things are going to go here? Victoria Cricket Club, 9 wickets still in hand.
Yeah, well, 9 wickets in hand. I think 100 certainly on the cards here for them. Whether they're going to get more than that depends on how many wickets they might lose.
Again, a slower ball, and again the keeper's missed it. I said earlier that it just seemed a little bit untidy, and that's a bye to start, and I don't think that was part of the chat that happened early doors. But interesting thing for me that 2 overs after the power play have only brought about 15 runs, so I'm going to make a note of that, because that has been the turning point on many a match here for different teams as well.
This has been the time when Rondebosch have been able to just stop that run flow fielders out on the boundaries. They're quick in the field. They get in quickly, stop the twos.
I think they're going to resort or revert to their slower ball. Very much cutters here, trying to just try and get something off the pitch. They're not going to go with too many quick deliveries. It's Bailey Aarons. He's bowled now from the town end. And just looking at that first ball, and maybe that's a sign of things to come here. Let's have a look. It's another slower ball, but this time Marco Weingart just manages to get a edge to it. The ball has raced away, and the ball wins. It's gone for 4 as Vian van der Merwe puts an exceptional effort in and just resulted in going into the advertising boards, unfortunately.
Great effort there from the fielder, Vian van der Merwe. You can see he got a big edge on that one. No chance for the wicketkeeper to get to it. Trying his hardest to just keep bobbling down there, and he just... In fact, he does manage to... Oh, he just didn't manage to save it.
Oh, that's a full toss. Oh, they're going to try and go for 2. And they do go for 2. Plus the no ball, of course. That was a full toss above waist high. And brace yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. We are in for a free hit here. The feed's not allowed to change either because Marco Weingart has managed to get himself back on strike.
A risky second run there. And of course, you can be run out of an oval. But that's not something that they would have wanted. Perhaps not the cleverest cricket, but they got there in the end. That was the most important thing. And now, yeah, see what's going to happen. Free hit being signaled there.
Was another slow ball, but in fact has been given as a wide by Slow Poison de Jong. He took his time to give that decision, and just like that he has. Now then, it's still a free hit, ladies and gentlemen. So Marco Weingart still get another crack at it, and if it's going to be a slow ball, why don't you just go and stand outside off stump? Because you know what's going to come here. They're going to try and bowl the ball and just bowl a cutter to you. Set yourself for the slow ball. There it is. That's gone up. That's big. It's just going to be 1 bounce, unfortunately, for Victoria Cricket Club to the man there deep with wicket boundary.
He didn't go at Eugene, but you caught it. He knew it was coming, didn't he?
He knew it was coming, indeed. Yeah, you just got to set yourself for it. And if it is quicker, you just then react to it. Because what I've seen here, especially after this strategic timeout sponsored by Golf Ticket, looks like these bowlers, especially the seamers, are going to go for a little bit of cutters here into the surface. Getting through the shot a little bit. Here's your man, Big Tasty, Justin Pringle. 59 now for 1.
Doesn't seem to be reading it as well as his captain, Marco Weingart there, who is certainly up for that previous delivery. So, as you say, we can expect a lot more of the slower balls here from Bailey Aarons. This wasn't what Rondebosch wanted straight after the timeout.
That is a quicker ball, and that is worked down to fine leg. I said earlier they might resort just to cutters, but that time Bailey Aarons, he decided no, he's going to bowl a quicker ball at the feet. But Big Tasty Justin Pringle managed to get some bat on that, and that has squirted past short fine leg, gone for 4.
It's certainly not what Rondebosch wanted, and they've gone for plenty in this over. Just trying to even add that one up. It's quite a significant score off the over so far. They're going to look like, for anything, they're going to get over that 100.
14 runs this over already. What an over it's been. Oh, and again, he just fails to pick that up, and he manages to finish with a dot. So he's 2 overs going for 29. And in the context of what we've seen, that is quite expensive here. 63 for 1. 4 overs to go. 24 balls, James. 24 balls, just like that. We've reached that stage where 9 wickets still in hand. The batters still to come. They could just pick and choose whose name is going to come out of the lucky packet to see who goes in next.
And they'll be hoping, are we like saying, pick me to go out there onto this pitch with 9 wickets in hand and 24 balls left. You're reckoning maybe 2 runs a ball from here. That's going to take them up to that magical 111. Nelson.
Yeah, definitely. And it's Matthew de Villiers. This is going to be his first bowl in this competition. Man, they did some splendid work in the outfield earlier on. He's going to be bowling to Marco Weingart. And I tell you, it's either going to be a sweep or a big slog sweep. Or maybe even trying to go straight here over long on. He's trying to work that as well down. Deep square. It's just going to be one. Brings the big tasty on strike. And I think this is good now. They've identified they've got a left-hander in here in the big tasty Justin Pringle, who can attack the shorter of the boundaries here to his leg side.
Yeah, challenge for him would be that ball spinning away from him, like in the line here from young Matthew de Villiers. See what he's going to be able to do with this one.
Hit down the ground, oohs and ahs. But the ball hit the middle of the bat, down to long on. Just the one.
Yeah, picking up that sound from the stump mic. Always good to have that in your ear, understanding what's happening out there in the middle.
Big shot coming, James. Yeah, big shot. Let me tell you. Ball 3. Here we go. I'm calling it. Big shot. What do I know? It's just a tickle down to fine legs just for one. Maybe the big shot's going to come from JP here. Justin Pringle.
Yeah, maybe they've already made that decision, the strategic timeout. Who's going to go for it? Who's going to be the one to take the innings through? Maybe to the last sort of 3 overs or 2 overs, and then just really open up with the wickets in hand.
Again, he seemed to miss that one a lot, the big tasty. Especially when the ball, the way he seems like he's playing it is like it's just sitting in the surface and not really getting to him. So he's through the shot a lot quicker. How he uses his feet, hitting the ball hard down the ground. It's just going to be one. They're going to throw the ball to the end that Justin Pringle's running. One can be rest assured about that. So an all-important final delivery here of this, the 7th over. Marco Weingart, he's on strike here. What can he give Victoria Cricket Club? And this is the last ball of this, the 7th over. It's just a dot, and what an over that has been from Matthew de Villiers. 4 runs just conceded in that over, and that has sort of pegged them back a little bit. But I'm sure from here on in, 18 balls to go, one can expect a flurry of shots, and hopefully, in the case of Victoria Cricket Club, a flurry of boundaries.
Yeah, as you say, Eugene certainly will be looking to hit that ball over the rope here. And the pace off, certainly the way to go for the team from Rondebosch. It's going to be the captain again, I think it is, from the city end of the ground. Bowling towards us here. We're here at the golf course end of this beautiful ground here at Durbanville Cricket Club. Golf Ticket presents the Cape Town Club Cricket League T10. It's Rondebosch Cricket Club, sponsored by Winfair 247 against Victoria Cricket Club.
That's hit down the ground there by Justin's just going to be one, and they need to find boundaries here in the latter end. Rondebosch Cricket Club are doing well to restrict Victoria from not getting that boundary options.
Pence, good first over in the context of the match so far. 7 off it, just the 1 off his first ball so far. He's going to be looking to try and keep it tight. 17 balls to go. 34, you think, a minimum for them. That takes them to just over 100.
That's an edge, and that's going to be a wicket there for Morne Pence. And the comeback has come here in the form of the captain as he strike, and he gets the captain of Victoria Cricket Club, Marco Weingart.
Yeah, big wicket there for Rondebosch Cricket Club. We'll go through this again, and that's a beautiful one. Just short of a length outside the off stump. Tries to guide it down to third man. Can do nothing with a little bit of extra bounce. Gets the edge, and that goes straight through to wicketkeeper Lee Dixon, and he takes the catch quite easily. And it's going to be bat number 13 coming out into the middle. That's Warren Extrall, man who's come into the team today for Victoria Cricket Club, sponsored by Cricketta, and him and Warwick Roda, the all-rounder that's come into the team. Expect to see him bowling a little bit later, but right now we're focusing on Warren Extrall, and he's coming in to try and see what he can do with only 15 balls left in this innings to go.
Yeah, getting 13 runs in his only outing so far here in this. The Golf Ticket presents Cape Town Club Cricket League T10 competition. So you want to improve on that, especially as quickly as possible in the remaining overs or remaining balls that remains, as Mone Pence charges in again. And he certainly loves to play that type of shot. Loves to walk across and then try and hit the ball square. Might want to try and hit the ball in front of square a little bit more.
Mone Pence doing the job here for Rondebosch Cricket Club. Sponsored by Winfair 247. 8 runs only, 2 wickets. Only the 1 run in this over so far. Can he keep it tight for the last 3? Pressure's on the Victoria batters here.
And that's another dot. And what a last couple of overs this has been for the men in red, Rondebosch Cricket Club.
Yeah, the Red Devils, as we like to call them, the Rooi Gevaar here. In Afrikaans, that mean the red danger that they are here.
Sort of squirts it out to the offside, straight to points, another single. So 1 ball to go here. This over has just given us 2 runs, and that's not what Victoria want here.
Yeah, last 2 overs only going for 6 runs so far. 6 runs after the last 11 balls. And after that expensive over from Bailey Aarons after the Golf Ticket timeout, strategic timeout, we've had some really great bowling.
Again, Big Tasty coming down the wicket. And again, that's a dot ball. 2 runs from that, the 8th over. What an over by the captain, leading from the front here. Victoria Cricket Club, they were healthily placed. Run rate was sort of just raveling around 10, and they've sort of brought that down. So all to do here with remaining 12 balls.
See, I certainly put the mockers on them there, Eugene, because saying they're going to get easily over that 100 mark, maybe looking at getting even to 110. That looks a long way away now with only 2 overs left. So target somewhere around 90 to 100. Going to be what they're looking for. They might not get to those 3 figures now. It's going to be Matthew de Villiers, unsurprisingly, to continue. Great over last over, only going for the 4 runs.
Again, he's trying to get that square of the wicket. Certainly being indifferent. Yeah, he's trying to hit that ball to the biggest boundary out there on show today. That time's the top edge, and that's going to have a little bit of top spin on it as the ball goes to the boundary, and that's a much needed boundary for Victoria Cricket Club. That's nearing the end of their innings there.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how they come. That's the second one's taking the top edge down to the boundary behind the wicket keeper. And although it wasn't the intent to get it down there, certainly will take everything they possibly can, trying to set a total here, which could be competitive.
And again, that's another edge. And again, that's going to be another 4, more or less in the same area. And this is what you get from T10 cricket. You're just not sure. And you can't have feelers all over the place.
We were saying before in the previous match, if you're going to go, you got to go hard, and that's exactly the mantra here. Down the wicket, he doesn't get the edge there. He's gone for all love and money. He's stumped. So he manages to get something on it, and it means that the third man's come a bit finer now.
That's a big hit. That's huge. What an over this has been now for Victoria Cricket Club.
Got away with the first 2, but there's no mistaking that one. That's massive over the advertising hoardings here towards the scoreboard. Takes them closer and closer to that 100. Been a big over now for Victoria Cricket Club, sponsored by Crickadder.
That's a top edge. Fielder comes in, and that's going to be a wicket. Gion Chucky Christians does the mopping up. Simple as you like catch, but some bit of impetus shown there by what an extra 15 of 7 deliveries. And he's certainly given a little bit more momentum here to Victoria Cricket Club, sponsored by Crickadder.
A new batter in at strike, Warwick Roda. And he's going to come out now with the loss of that wicket. We look at it again. He has a full go at it. Once again, it comes off the top edge. He's making room for himself, and it's going wide outside the off stump, and he can't get hold of that one. And that is a very good catch there, taken by the man, Javon Christian, as Eugene was saying. And number 6 there now going out there, Warwick Roda. He hasn't played yet in the tournament, and they're looking at him to get some runs now. Of the last, I think it is 7 deliveries of this innings, 83 for 3. Can they get to that 100, Eugene?
They're certainly going to give it a good go. It all depends on this last delivery of this, the 9th over. This over going for 14 runs. It was 2 edges and then a big lusty blow that cleared the boundary.
Let's go in, Maddie. Let's go in, Maddie.
Well, they say fortune favors the brave.
Oh, it's a dot ball. Now then, big tasty Justin Pringle. He's going to be batting here and faced every ball of every over, it seems, here as he made his way to over 10. That final over, that's the batting card there. Pringle, he's got 32 of 23 deliveries. Ismail Prince, he batted nicely for his 18. Runnable stuff there from Marco Weingard, the captain, and then a little bit of impetus shown there by Warren Extra as we look at those bowling figures. And who's going to be entrusted with that last over? It's going to be Justin Burens again. His first over and only over so far. Has gone for 7. He's bowled quite tightly, and he's the man, the go-to man for Morne Pens.
He is indeed the leggy, and he's going to really want to mix it up here. It's been difficult for Justin Pringle to get the sense of the pace of the pitch, especially with the slower bowlers. And he's going to be wanting to make sure he can hit a few of these. He's once again just having a look at those gaps, seeing where he's going to hit it into the gap, see where he can get the runs. Wants to keep the strike as much as possible here, does Justin Pringle. Behrens tossing from hand to hand, as the leggies love to do. He's coming in now towards us.
Again, hit firmly down the ground, and as soon as that was hit, it sounded like a cannon, and the cannon just went off straight down the ground. 4, and the minute that sound went off, everybody shouted, "Shot!"
Yeah, exactly right. He got all that, didn't he? Beautiful shot. Straight back past the bowler, safest place on the field. Just fairly raced to that boundary straight. Behrens going to want to try and pull it back now after that boundary off the first ball.
Again, hit down the ground. It's going to be back-to-back boundaries there. Big Tasty is taking a liking here to Justin Behrens here.
Safest place on the field. And what I like to see here is he's hitting it straight, not trying to play across the line. It's exactly what you want to be doing on this type of surface, especially with the slower bowler. Make sure you're getting that foot down the wicket and going straight through the ball.
Oh, has it gone all the way? The fielder's underneath it. Oh, and he's palmed it for 6. He's palmed it for 6. That ball was in the air for a long, long time. And after giving him so much praise, Matthew de Villiers has palmed that for 6.
Oh, man, that is just the worst thing to happen. You have a look at it again. He doesn't get all of it. Goes up high in the air, top edge. He just stands his ground waiting for it. And the fielder just not able to get that catch. Difficult one.
And again, it's gone. It's gone all the way. It's gone huge. And that brings up the Big Tasties 50.
What a shot that is. 52 of 27. Justin Pringle. And he's taken this attack to Justin Behrens, and his namesake's been going, gone for 20 of the over so far. What are we looking at here for the end of the over? Justin Behrens, what's he going to do? He's been traveling in this over so far.
Then Justin Behrens, have you got an answer? 4, 4, 6, 6. 20 runs in 4 deliveries. Hit hard down the ground. That ball got there too long and quite quickly. It's going to be Warwick to face his second ball and the final ball of this. The 10 overs, the first innings of this match, which is an all-important match between these two teams. Short ball bowled, and it's a dot ball bowled, and that's going to conclude the innings here of Victoria Cricket Club, sponsored by Cricketer. And what an onslaught in the last couple of overs there by the big tasty. And Warwick as well, extra, he played his part of this last couple of overs for the men in blue, and certainly taking them over that three-figure digits of 104 here. And what a total that's going to be here.
Oh, we're in for some fireworks, I'm sure. If Rondebosch are going to be able to chase that down, you sense that they do have the ability to do that, and you just got to get the pace of this wicket early on. And Justin Pringle there for the whole innings, 53 of 28 strike rate, close to that 200, in fact about 191 that strike rate for him, and really brilliant stuff. And all down the order, outstanding contributions.
Can't agree with you more as we look at that. Justin Pringle, the big tasty, 53 of 28 deliveries. He really took an onslaught to the bowling in the last couple of overs there. Ismail Prince, I said there, 18 of 13 balls. Warwick Extra, he played his part, 15 of 8. Getting us to a total of 104, and these are the bowling cards. Vian van der Merwe again just bowling the 1 over, going for 8. The first time he's first over, going for more than 1 run. Morne Pence, you can hold his head up high. He's only gone for an economy rate of 4.5, taking 2 wickets for 9 runs. But then the onslaught came, and the others just simply had no answer to it. So when you come back here, it's going to be Rondebosch Cricket Club, sponsored by Winfair 247. They are going to be chasing a target of 105. And I think, as I said at the start of this, James, this game is going to be tight, I think.
I think you're right. Most certainly could be tight, and if anything to go by the performance the other day, it could be Rondebosch are going to run it close, scoring that 69 they needed to win off just 3.2 overs in that game on Saturday. Just a reminder of the match happening later on today at Durbanville Cricket Club, sponsored by World 777. Up against the Belleville Cricket Club, sponsored by BetBrick 7. Number 1 on the log plays number 7. That's at 1:30 p.m. South African Standard Time, 3:30 p.m. UAE time, 5 p.m. Indian Standard Time. But right now, I think we're going to be going over to the interviews we took place with the players before the start of the match and in the break. And we'll be back with you in a short period of time for the second innings, for the chase, 105 that's going to be needed by Rondebosch Cricket Club, sponsored by Winfair 247. But right now, it's over to those interviews with the team. Morning here from Durbanville Cricket Club. It is day 8 of the tournament, match 14, Rondebosch Cricket Club versus Victoria Cricket Club. Rondebosch Cricket Club sponsored by Winfair 247. Victoria Cricket Club sponsored by Cricketer. I've got Javon Christian here with me from Rondebosch. And Javon, you won the toss morning earlier on and decided to have a bowl. How's the tournament going for you so far?
Yes, it's been well. We've gotten off to a good start, and we're just hoping to keep this momentum going forward.
And 3 out of 3 so far. It's been low-scoring games mostly, although on the Saturday game you really chased those runs down very quickly. Feeling confident for today?
Yeah, and I think that's important. You know, the confidence going into each game is paramount, and it's just going to set the tone for us in the field, whether we're going to chase it in 5 overs or we're going to look to go a little bit of the distance, but we just got to back ourselves.
So it is... that's the only game you've actually batted second in so far. Other games you've batted first and got to a total that was then defendable. Your bowling line's been pretty effective this time around?
Yes, it has. You know, I mean, we come into this tournament actually batting heavy, and to say that our batters haven't actually clicked as yet, and the bowlers actually shown the responsibility. So I don't think we should have any problems chasing in this game.
That's good to hear, and we wish you all the best for the match coming up. Thank you very much for having a chat with us. Thank you. Now we've got Sadiq Davids here from Victoria Cricket Club, all the way from the southern suburbs as well. Long trip for you guys this morning.
Yeah, there was a bit hectic there with the traffic, guys going back to work, but everyone is here, so we're good to go.
And you got 2 changes today to the team, and you're looking for a good game. You're in 3rd position, looking for a win to consolidate your position.
Yeah, that's correct. So Warwick comes in, and Warren Ixral's coming back in from game 1. Yeah, and I think it's just all about just putting the runs on the board, applying pressure to the opposition, and we go from there.
You were talking a bit earlier off camera around the tournament and how good it's been for you so far. Just some thoughts about that?
Fantastic tournament. You know, kudos to Mr. Nabil Deen for organising this tournament. I believe he organised it within 2.5 weeks. And thanks to the sponsors, you know, the guys definitely enjoying it. It's very competitive, and it's something new in terms of T10. And it can only, you know, benefit, or we all can benefit from this tournament.
Well, it's very good to hear. We wish you all the best for the match today. Thank you very much for coming to chat to us.
Thank you, James. Appreciate it.
That's all from the coaches and the players here, and it's back to the commentators.
Welcome back here to the Golf Ticket presents Cape Town Club Cricket League T10 match. And what a match in prospect here we have between Rondebosch Cricket Club, sponsored by Winfair 247, and Victoria Cricket Club, sponsored by Crickadder. We've had the first innings, and they're the umpires, the De Jong brothers, are here sponsored by ID 247. And James, you still with me here? I think we're in for a really enthralling game here.
I couldn't agree with you more, Eugene. Big target to chase, and this is not something that Rondebosch Cricket Club have had at all in the tournament so far. As we see the opening pair coming out for them, the young Adnan Lakhedin, 41 of his 3 innings so far. Morne Pence, 68 of 3 innings so far, including that 43 of just 10 deliveries in the win on Saturday when they won inside 3.2 overs, chasing 69 to win. So today, a big task on his hands. You reckon if he goes out early, I think perhaps make it difficult for this team to get over the line?
Yeah, he certainly will hold the key. Morne Pence, he's been exceptional as a leader here for Rondebosch Cricket Club. Let's not forget, it is his first year with the club. And with that man is Adnan. He's back there for you, the old man, the youngster. Certainly had a good look about him the other day, and it looks like it's going to be Warren Extra. We're going to have some spin here first up.
Yeah, Warren Extra back into the team, and he is going to be coming in from the town end of the ground here at Durbanville Cricket Club, and he's representing Victoria Cricket Club, sponsored by Crickadder, and at bat it is going to be the youngster Adnan Lakhedin, a pupil at Bishop's, the South African Diocesan School there in the Diocesan College it is in the southern suburbs. And let's see what Warren and Adnan have for us here.
105 runs needed for victory. 60 balls allocated to them in this run chase. Extra to Adnan. First ball. Mahmoud flying there to his left. And looks like there was a little bit of an edge there.
Yeah, definitely got something on it, and wicketkeeper just getting a glove onto it to prevent it coming down here for 4. So off the mark off the first ball, but not the kind of getting off the mark that he would have wanted. Had a full go at that one, straight up.
Yes, that he definitely had. Quicker ball. Getting through, they scamper through for 1. It's going to be leg byes as shown there by the umpire, Ivan, or Jacob de Jong, that is, on that side of the town end, and brings on strike. Adnan again here.
That was good running there, Eugene. Good awareness by the youngster.
Again, quicker through the air there. Just managed to get that to long on. So far, so good here for the men in blue, Victoria Cricket Club. 3 balls into this innings. 3 runs conceded.
Pace off doing the trick first up as well here.
That's hit over mid-off. And there we go with the first boundary. And Morne Pence is certainly going to take the attack here to the bowlers. And this is starting here with Warren Extra, and that's the first boundary to Rondebosch Cricket Club.
He's not going to hold back, is he? And he doesn't on this particular time. And it's really a great hit there down the ground.
Thought you were going to say it's really a great looking picture that of you there. Missed their opportunity there, James. That's up in the air. Who wants it? Who wants it?
No.
Ah, it's been dropped.
Come on, man.
That went high into the blue sky here. He just manages to drop that. Unfortunately for
Dayan Bayardin there, dropping that one, but it went as high as it could be. Nearly hitting that Boeing 777 on approach to Cape Town International. certainly believing there. You see that picture of me early on. Got a good face for radio, that's for sure. And it is going to be the bowler continuing. He'll be upset that that one didn't go to hand, and well, it did go to hand, but it went down. Did have snow on it though, went up so high in the air. The youngster Adnan Lakhadin going to be on strike. The right-hander, right-hand, left-hand combination.
It's gone for the big sweep and loud shout of no there. That concludes the over. Over that's gone for 8 runs, and I think this game is going to be neck and neck, and if that's anything to go by, Victoria Cricket Club, they went for 8, or they scored 8 in the first over as well.
They did indeed. So 2 spinners in the 2 first overs. Same result for both of them. And this is really set up to be a very, very good match. That 104 anchored by Justin Pringle, 53 that he got off just 28 deliveries. An outstanding innings from him. Change of bowler will be first up from this, the golf course end of the ground, and it's going to be Aidan Damon. It's going to be coming on here, and looks like he'll be bowling a little bit of pace from this end, running past umpire Ivan de Jong.
Oh, and again the ball just stands up there. And he had a good art in the last time out. Did Aidan Damon.
Yeah, good length on that delivery, it must be said. Exactly what he'd be looking for. Don't give him anything to hit in the arc, because he's going to hit you out the park.
Big hit! Huge hit. I don't have enough oxygen in my lungs to keep going on with Hughes, because that has gone a long, long way.
Absolutely massive. It's in the slot for him. He can play that shot so well. Got so much power, does Mornay Pence, and that has gone miles into the bank.
Big hit again. It's gone all the way. It's gone huge. That was flatter, harder, longer. What a hit.
Oh, that is the umpire this side. Umpire Ivan Jacob Slow Poison de Jong, who's getting those arms up, reaching for the sky. He is on that one. Incredible stuff from the captain of Rondebosch Cricket Club.
That's over point this time, and is that ball going to go to the boundary? Yes, indeed. And what an onslaught this has been now by the captain, Mornay Pence.
Incredible stuff off the first 4 balls of the over. Had a bit of a sighter first up, and this one he's just clubbed over the man there. Stand and deliver. Might not be reaching for the sky this time. Umpire Slow Poison de Jong, but it's bad enough for the bowling team.
Again, hit hard. Ball straight to big tasty Justin Pringle. No run. I think he just fancies more of Aidan here. He's got 1 more ball to go.
Certainly does, and it's in the slot for him. He's going to hit that one out the park. Such strength, this man, Mornay Pence. What's he got an offer for this one?
Now he managed to steal a single, and he's going to retain the strike here. And that onslaught of an over takes the score to 25 without loss.
Yeah, trading here. Certainly similar scores after the second over. Just waiting to get that comparative score. 22 not out off 9. That strike rate already way up above the 200, even over 250 just for that man. And Aidan Damon going for 17 in his first over. It's been a massive start for Rondebosch Cricket Club, searching for these runs to get that 105 to win this match. And so far, all on track as we see a change of bowling from the town end of the ground. It's going to be Reece Thompson who's going to be coming in, and number 7 on his back, and he is going to be bowling, as I say, for Victoria Cricket Club. They're sponsored by Cricketer Trust of India. He's coming from the town end of the ground. Morne Pence just getting himself wound up here. Reece Thompson so far 2 matches, 18 balls, so 3 overs, just the 1 wicket.
Yeah, another one of the youngsters here, Thompson. And that equation has come down quite alarmingly there. 80 runs needed off the remaining 48 deliveries here. That's a very easy equation of 10 runs and over. That's a short ball, and that ball has worked. Just sort of turned around to find leg, and that's going to be another boundary. And it's raining boundaries here for Morne Pence and Rondebosch Cricket Club.
26 off 10. My goodness, he's already got a strike rate of 260. And they're batting at well more than 12 and over at the moment. And that, if they can continue it, will get them through to this target. It is going to be really tight, I think, Eugene, as you were saying.
Yeah, they just want to get through this power play. Victoria Cricket Club, how can they get there? They just need to find somebody to get them a couple of dots and maybe build a little bit of pressure, because in the T10 format, that's all you need here, a couple of dot balls. But Morne Pence, 26 now of 10 deliveries. Adnan, he's just standing on the other hand as a spectator.
See, I wouldn't mind be standing on the other end to Morne Pence when he's going like this.
Again, bangs that into the surface, trying to hit the surface quite hard. The only man out on the leg side is a man there deep mid-wicket.
Anything over the in ring here, you sense it's going to go for 4. He very powerful hitting this one. Really low as well, not necessarily getting too much elevation on those 6s, but they really travelled.
Oh, what does umpire De Jong says? He shows that's wide. That's a wide. Pressure on the youngster.
Yeah, you can see he's trying to make sure he doesn't get it into the hitting zones for Morne Pence. Such a big, strong man, Morne Pence. Does it all. He bowled so well earlier on today. 2 for 8 in his 2 overs. Outstanding stuff from the captain.
Certainly is, yeah. And can he continue? Rondebosch Cricket Club, well, they want him to continue. 4 balls remaining of this, the power play. Picked up. That's another big hit. That's huge. That's another maximum.
Well, he's really hitting it out the park now, approaching that 300 strike rate. 32 off 12. He's setting the tone here for his team. And that went all the way, not as big as the others. And so you didn't perhaps get the 10-second huge from Eugene there, just the 5-second.
Nah, just a 2-1, 2-second, 3 6s, 2 4s here for the captain, Morne Pence. That's going to be an edge. It's going to go down to 3rd man. They put the man back there. So good bowling there by Reece, getting the ball slightly wider, making Morne Pence reach for it. A little bit of, shall we say, it's sanity here with a single.
Trying to peg it back at last over of the power play. But still 37 so far. And 2 balls left in this 3rd over. What's young Adnan Lakhadin got? And he's going to be perhaps wanting to turn the strike over, or maybe he's going to go for it. 2 balls left. He's got his captain at the other side.
Oh, what a shot by the youngster off the back foot. What a push. Ball's going to go to the boundary. Oh, and the ball. Did the ball go to the boundary? Now then, everybody shouting for, but umpire De Jong He shows that's a 4. That was some shot off the back foot by the youngster. Look at this. My word. Grace, elegance and grace. Chase was on, he sort of knocked it back, or hit him, knocked it. Fortunately, the ball kept rolling. Ah, that was 4 all the way. Oh, the rope it went. Again off the back foot again, this time just getting to cover, and that is going to conclude the power play period. Now then, what a power play that has been for Rondebosch Cricket Club. They amassed 41 without loss. I think at the same stage, Victoria Cricket Club, they were 34 without loss.
So advantage Rondebosch at the moment as its umpire, that Ivan de Jong signalling there that it's the end of the power play, start of the next power play. 5 fielders allowed outside the ring, and that was a really expensive over. So after Warren Extra's first over for 7, Aiden going for 17, Reese going for 16, and it's 41 without loss, and that is outstanding stuff from Rondebosch in pursuit of this 105. Remember, this is 2 on the log, 3 wins so far out of 3 for Rondebosch Cricket Club, sponsored by Winfair 247. Victoria Cricket Club sponsored by Crickadder, 3rd on the log.
Oh, that's going to go. Yes, it's going to be out. What a catch on the boundary. What a catch on the boundary. First ball, Dayan with his first ball. Pence going for the hit again, and there's Warren Extra. The man, the experienced man on the boundary, takes that with ease. And that would have gone for 6. It would have been another flat 6, a little bit more elevation, and that would have gone all the way.
Oh, he hit it so clean as a whistle, but it's taken brilliantly on the boundary. Just having a look at his foot, well in from the boundary, and a great catch there, as you said, Eugene. So the dangerous man here, Mornay Pence, has to go. First ball after the power play, and he'll be upset with himself on that one, though he's set his team up incredibly well here.
Well received there by his teammates here as he makes his way here back into the hutch. It's been a great innings there as another youngster, Matthew de Villiers, he makes his way now to the crease. He's only scored 1 run in his only outing so far. He's another exceptional talent here for Rondebosch Cricket Club, sponsored by Winfair 247.
Youngster Dayan Bayardin successful with his first delivery. What can he conjure up now? It's going to be the new batter, trying to make sure he continues that momentum. Just a little bit of a glitch, perhaps, with that wicket at how they're going to go here. 2 right-handers now at the crease. It's Matthew de Villiers at the crease. Dayan Bayardin going to be past the umpire at this end.
That's the only way to try and bring the scoreboard back, peg the run rate back, isn't it, James? You just got to keep taking wickets if you're Victoria Cricket Club. It's tossed up. Marco Weingart is fairly deep at sort of deep extra cover.
That's it. 1 dot off the first ball with the wicket. Another dot.
Gets that one in. It's just going to be 1, and Matty de Villiers, he's going to come off get off the mark. He makes his ground quite comfortably. 42 for 1. 3 balls to go in this. Very good day on over so far.
Playing your 2s on the leg side, you feel here. Field spread wide. Just the man short at 45. Everybody else on the boundary.
Really tossed up there by Dayan. Seems a very confident lad with ball in hand. There's his numbers. 4 wickets so far in this competition in his 3 previous matches of 35 deliveries. Must be up there with most wicket takers in this competition as well. Oh, that's going to be a dot ball, precious dot ball. Look at those figures there. Now with an all-important 5th ball to come. 2 runs conceded, 1 wicket as well in the hutch. Ball number 6, here it comes. And that's clipped. And as I said, it's going to be an all-important ball number 6. And that ball has gone for 4. And that concludes that 4th over, where Rondebosch Cricket Club are 47 for 1.
So they're still on track, Eugene, but that wicket, you just sense initiative coming a little bit back towards Victoria Cricket Club, sponsored by Crickadder. Rondebosch Cricket Club, sponsored by Winfoy, 247. And they're going to want to just continue to keep the runs flowing here. 10 and over from here. It's going to get them over the line, Eugene.
If they keep going like this with this run rate, they'll make it with ease. But as we've seen in this format so far, there's always a spanner in the works. There's always someone, something, to make sure that things doesn't quite go your way with some ease and grace, as they say. As that is the batting card there of Rondebosch Cricket Club. Morne Pence, a standout, 33 or 14 deliveries. Now it's up to these two to see how quickly they can get there. And it's the big tasty coming into the attack here for Victoria Cricket Club with some left-arm tweakers.
Pace off all the time now for Victoria Cricket Club, sponsored by Crickadder.
Starts with a full toss, and that ball has gone through. And it's gone through all the way to the extra cover boundary. And that's a 4 of the first ball.
Beautiful shot there from Adnan Lakhadin. He just played full toll of that full toss. Should have been picked up, though, in the covers now. The man at extra cover just not able to get everything behind it. So good start to the over for Rondebosch.
Slower, but picked up nicely. Has that ball gone all the way? It's gone all the way for 6. Real flat 6 there by Adnan. Now he's cashing in on the boundaries here and the maximums as well.
The 50 came up off the previous delivery, and now it's 57 for 1. Incredible stuff from Adnan Lakhadin.
Oh, that came off several touches there. Not quite sure what happened there, but all in all, it resulted in a single. And that brings Matthew de Villiers. He's back on strike now, and this is going to be 3 balls to go till we go to that golf ticket strategic timeout period.
Halfway.
I think off the foot onto the bat, I think there, the non-strike. It was a real ping-pong, that one.
It's all happening out there, T10 cricket. Just squeezes that back to the big tasty. No run, it's just a dot. All-important dot now, 47 needed of 32 deliveries. These 2 deliveries in the context of the game is going to be massive. Again, that's hit out. Oh, that throw has come way over. I tell you what, if there were about 5 Ismail Prince standing on top of each other, he still wouldn't have got that one.
No, he wouldn't have got that one. That was, need to be 3 stories high to get to that one.
Final ball of this, the 5th over. And that's going to be squaring it out. Just going to be a single. And that single is going to take them to 60 for 1. And it's going to bring out the golf ticket strategic timeout. And as we hand it over again to our man, PM Prashant.
Gulf Ticket presents Cape Town Club Cricket League T10 क्रिकेट का असली एनिमल का ये मैच नंबर 14 है between Rondebosch Cricket Club sponsored by Winfair 247 and Victoria Cricket Club sponsored by Crickadder Trust of India. ये है गल्फ टिकट स्ट्रेटेजिक टाइम आउट, जहां पे हम देख सकते हैं कि गल्फ टिकट द्वारा स्पॉन्सर्ड हमारी ड्रिंक्स कार्ड मैदान में पहुंच गई है और दोनों टीम्स के खिलाड़ियों को रिफ्रेशमेंट्स प्रोवाइड कर रही है। गल्फ टिकट यूएई का सबसे ज़्यादा भरोसेमंद ऑनलाइन रैफल ड्रॉ है। मैं अपने दर्शकों को बता देना चाहता हूं कि फुल्ली रेगुलेटेड, ऑथराइज्ड एंड रजिस्टर्ड ऑनलाइन रैफल ड्रॉ है यूएई का, विच इज़ gulfticket.com। सभी दर्शक अभी जाके gulfticket.com पे रजिस्टर करें और अपने किस्मत का खेल खेलें। ये एक बहुत बढ़िया मौका है कि आप करोड़ों में कमा सकते हैं और अपने सपनों को पूरा कर सकते हैं with golfticket.com, UAE का सबसे ज्यादा भरोसेमंद ऑनलाइन रैफल ड्रॉ। गल्फ टिकट ने ना ही सिर्फ हमारे स्ट्रेटेजिक टाइम आउट को स्पॉन्सर किया है, लेकिन वो टाइटल स्पॉन्सर भी हैं केप टाउन क्लब क्रिकेट लीग T10 क्रिकेट का असली एनिमल किट। जैसे जैसे समय समाप्त होते जा रहा है, वैसे ही स्ट्रेटेजिक टाइम आउट भी खत्म हो रहा है और हम देख सकते हैं कि गल्फ टिकट की ड्रिंक्स कार्ड अब मैदान से बाहर निकल रही है। एक अच्छा समय मिल जाता है हमारे खिलाड़ियों को कि वो अपनी आगे की रणनीति को डिसाइड कर सकें। थैंक्स वंस अगेन टू गल्फ टिकट। अभी रजिस्टर करें golfticket.com पे। हमारा अगला मैच कुछ ही घंटों में होने वाला है बिटवीन मिल्टन क्रिकेट क्लब स्पॉन्सर्ड बाय लॉज एक्सचेंज और टाइगरबर्ग क्रिकेट क्लब स्पॉन्सर्ड बाय MG लायन। ये कल 16वां मैच है 4 अप्रैल को, जो हम इसी चैनल पे देख सकेंगे।
It's going to be on this, the golf course end.
Good, Daisy.
Dayan Bayardin continuing here, just a single off that first delivery from him, Adnan Lakhadin. Now on to 20 off 11, and they're needing 9 and over from here on, Eugene.
44 runs, 29 balls. Dayan, the bowler. Dayan finds a dot. Matthew De Villiers looking to add to the 6th count here. They've certainly hit a few maximums, the men in red. Again, taking the pace off, again a dot ball, and what? These are precious, let me tell you. These are precious. 27 balls remaining, 44 runs.
Been brilliant, Dayan Bayardin so far.
Very slow through the air again. They're coming for a quick single, and again, the fielder's on the boundary, not coming off so quickly, so he just holds on to that one. I think that's a good choice.
Yeah, clever cricket. Don't give away any runs you don't need to give away in this situation.
2 balls to go. Excellent stuff by Dayan. 1 ball to go. Only conceded 2 runs this over. Always things happening after that. Golf ticket strategic timeout. No pace whatsoever on it. Just squirts out to the sweep on the offside, and what an over that has been. He concludes his 2 overs, only going for 9 runs. Leaves us now with 24 balls left in this innings. 41 runs still to get.
42. It is 42 to get to the target 105. 63 for 1.
Maybe I'm just preempting a super over again.
I think
so. Who knows? Rondebosch Cricket Club already had a little bit of a taste of that super over. That was in their first game. I think it was a 69 that game.
Yeah, 2 innings of 69 that game, and they went through on the super over. And now chasing 105. They need to get in the last 4 overs exactly the run rate that they're on at the moment. They're on 10.5 at the moment after 6 overs. So who's it going to be now? Going to be pace on. Is this going to be? It's going to be interesting to see what happens here if they're able to make the use of the pace. Reece Thompson, the bowler.
So even after the power play, overs 4 and 5, and I was really crucial, or I wanted to know how many runs these teams are going to score, and I'm going to come back to that in a second. It's gone full and straight. Now then, where are the boundary riders? Are they going to come back for 2? It's a quick dot down. Adnan, he's quite quick, and they come back for 2, and that's a good start to this over. And I'm just going to come back to that point there, James. When Victoria Cricket Club batted, they scored 15 runs in overs 4 and 5 after that power play. Rondebosch Cricket Club, they scored 19. So even then, it's a little bit neck and neck. Rondebosch with a 4-run lead in that department. And is that going to be the crucial factor in this tight game? Lovely hit down the ground. Got lovely hands through the ball as Adnan 23 now, or 24 now, 15 deliveries.
Quick bat speed. He's got lovely wrists, this young man, and plays beautifully through the ball. He's looking so good down the ground. We saw that as well with Justin Pringle, hitting the ball beautifully down the ground.
That's big hit. That is huge. The minute you heard the sound of the bat, you knew that was going to go all the way.
Beautiful, beautiful in the slot. It's out the park. No chance for the man at cow corner there. Beautiful shot.
Not sure if the shorter delivery is the way to go here to Matthew de Villiers, 13 of 10.
Sure, the bowl, the more it sits up, the more opportunity there is. It's got to be in that sort of short of a length line outside the off stump, you feel.
Well, I wouldn't even go there. I would have just gone full and straight and wide, forcing him to hit it wide out to the offside. They haven't done that. They've certainly gone with more hitting the surface here, bowling it into the surface. That's where I would have gone wide, full and wide outside the off stump, forcing him to hit it through the offside. That time just results in 1, so 73. Now for 1, busy with the 7th. This game is still tight here. 32 runs needed, 20 balls remaining. Now, in context of this game, I keep saying in the context of this game, because in T10 cricket, every ball is an event. Slower ball, hit firmly down the ground, work to be made. It's just going to be 1.
It doesn't look really good. Adnan Lakhdin down the ground looks so strong on the drive.
Oh, he does. He really got good hands through the ball, as I said earlier. He looks a very confident youngster as well. Now, ball number 6. This of over number 7.
Doesn't want to be short on this one to Matthew de Villiers.
He definitely wasn't short. He was fairly wide. That time the execution wasn't great. The idea was there, as I said, trying to get it as wide, as close to that guided wide line that they have for the umpires. 30 runs needed, 19 balls still remaining. Full toss. That is a flat hit. And let me tell you, that is a flat hit that has gone for 6.
Just completely lost his length there, and he pays the price. It's a huge score in the context of the game. Just looking at what they've got now, over 70, 81 they are. So 24 needed off 3 overs, 8 and over.
Now then, who is going to be the man to stand up here for Victoria Cricket Club? Because Rondebosch Cricket Club, they must be favourites now. 9 wickets in hand. 24 needed off 18 deliveries. Surely they are in the pound seats here.
Certainly looks like it, and you're talking about that execution as we look at the game tomorrow. First match in the morning, 10 a.m. South African time. Milnerton Cricket Club, sponsored by Lord's Exchange, against the Tigers of the Tygerberg Cricket Club, sponsored by MG Lion. So it's the Stags of Milnerton Cricket Club against the Cats there of Tygerberg. Who's going to come out on top there? Milnerton looking good as well in the middle of the table. And Tygerberg also there in the middle. So that's going to be a very important encounter. They have Justin Pringle keeping on with his slower left arm.
Big hit. Huge hit. That's a massive hit. First ball up here, Justin Pringle. Adnan has just gone down on one bended knee and smashed that over. Deep and wicket. What a shot.
Incredible stuff from the young man. He picked up the length early, moved across slightly, and just pummels it over that deep mid-wicket boundary. Beautiful shot.
Gone again. This time he sweeps it. Oh, they're going to come back for 2. It's going to be some throw to get you out from there. Now it's just risk-free cricket, one would say.
Yeah, no need to take that chance. It's 17 or 16. They're down to nearly a run a ball, Eugene.
Is there another ebbing here? We've seen the flowing of runs. Is there another ebbing here? That's short. And it's well stopped there at point. It's just going to be one. If that ball had to get through, that would have been another boundary.
Putting their bodies on the line here are the men from Victoria Cricket Club, sponsored by Cricketer.
Again, a quicker delivery. Just the one. No harm done. 16 or 15 now needed, or 14 deliveries.
I think they're going to try and finish it then, probably in that 9th over. Not go to the last over. Don't take the chance of going into that last over.
Again, that's worked onto the leg side. Are they going to come back for two? The ball gets picked up. They settle for one. Good yards being done there. One more ball still to come.
And there's still 2 overs to come after this, so 13 needed off 12 after this, maybe.
That's up in the air. That's a big hit. That is huge. Massive hit. And maybe, as you said, they want to finish this in that penultimate over.
Well, now they don't even need a run of ball. This is huge from Adnan Lakhdin. It's an absolute beauty. And he's just taken the attack to Justin Pringle here, and he just played him out the park.
Wow, wow, wow. What some magnificent hitting there in that over. Adnan Lakhdin, 39 of 20. Morne Pence, he's done his job. 33 of 14 deliveries gave the Rondebosch Cricket Club that impetus they needed. Now these two, Matthew de Villiers as well, 22 of 14. And with that last shot, seemed like the ball been damaged as well. It hit the paving here. Maybe the ball's out of sync. Maybe it's not round anymore. But after the amount of hits that ball took in that over, one can imagine.
Yeah, just thinking there, going to be changing the ball here, the umpires. That one, as you said, Eugene, landing on the bricks here in front of us. In fact, no more than probably 5 meters away from our commentary position. That means that Adnan now 39 of 20. That strike rate there, 195, Eugene. Amazing stuff from the youngster.
How do you work that? Oh, no. Now I know how you work that out. My apologies. My apologies there. Well done, James. I was going to try and see how you work that out so quickly, but I looked at the numbers on the screen then. It's quite easy. Well done, though. Well done.
Yeah, no. Numbers of the game in this one. Yeah, cricket's all about numbers. 97 for one's the number at the moment we're looking at. 8 to win, 12 balls to go. They can get them in singles now.
Oh, what an extra. He's into the attack. Can he do something here for Victoria Cricket Club? Can he find something special to take this into that final over?
Think Adnan Lakhdin's going to want to get them in singles, Eugene? I don't think so.
No, if he gets a ball in his arc anywhere near where he wants to hit it, he's going to smash that, I tell you. As you can see, there it goes. Ball's going to the sweeper. Ooh, nearly beat him on the finer side. We also should expect the ball to sort of, when a ball gets hit like that to you, it goes to the finer side of you as a fielder. Seen many international cricketer running past those. Again, hit out to the onside this time. It's just going to be one. Little bit. That brings up the 100 for Rondebosch Cricket Club. And it's certainly been an onslaught of note.
Has indeed, and started by the captain, Morne Pence, with that 33 at likely 200 strike rate.
Again, hit out to the offside, and that's going to be 4 runs. They one hit away from what has been and what will be a fantastic chase here by the men in red. Rondebosch Cricket Club, sponsored by Win Fair 247. This will be their 4th victory if they can get the remaining 4 runs. And there it goes. And again, it's taken on the boundary. It's taken on the boundary. So, 7 balls still to go here. 4 runs needed. That has been quite a magnificent innings there by Matthew de Villiers. 24 of 16 deliveries. And there has been some big hits here. And Rondebosch Cricket Club certainly close to that all-important victory in this one.
They are indeed, just didn't quite get all of it. And see that bat turning in his hand as he played the shot. And well taken on the boundary again. A good catch above his head. They're not always easy. That ball was hit pretty hard. Just not hard enough by Matthew de Villiers, and he has to go. But a brilliant partnership between him and Adnan Lakhadin to get Rondebosch within touching distance of this target.
Touching distance indeed. They're just one hit away as Matthew de Villiers makes his way here into the hutch here. Well received by his teammates, as those were the batting figures there of Javon Chucky Christians, I'm led to believe, you know, all about the nicknames here. He takes guard. And is he going to try and finish this with one lusty blow? Or is he going to say, right, we still got 6 more balls in the next over, and that will be the final over. Which way is he going to go? Or is there another little bit of a spanner in the works here? Quicker ball bowled. One gets round. Certainly full of energy. Now we need 3 runs off the final over. And it's going to be Chucky Christians. He's going to be still on strike here. Who's going to bowl that all-important over?
Yeah, if you can defend 3 off this last over, it'll be absolutely brilliant. But there's just really no pressure on these 2. They can get the singles. Will the field come in? That's the question. Doesn't look like it at the moment. Not going to try and cut off these singles and 2s out into the leg side for Christian. It's going to be bowler change here. Mahmoud Peterson going to be the man coming in from the golf course end. What can he do? Also pace off here. Looks like he might be a bit of a leggy.
Well, they're literally going to clip the ball into mid-wicket and run 2. There's nobody in the ring saving 1 in mid-wicket. And as I say that, Marco brings him up, because I think that was a little bit, I want to say naive, because they only got 3 runs to play here.
Yeah,
still not close enough for me.
Can get Scamper a single there.
That's hit down the ground by Chucky. Just the 1. 2 now needed. 5 balls remaining. That man, Adnan, he's on strike, and wouldn't it be fitting for him to hit the winning runs, as he's been simply magnificent with bat in hand here for Rondebosch Cricket Club. That's hit. Oh, an excellent bit of fielding. Excellent bit of fielding by the captain. He says he's going to do his best to make them work hard for it. 2 runs now needed of 4 deliveries.
Maybe the pressure's starting to build here. You don't know.
Again, a dot ball. 2 runs needed. 3 balls still remaining. Some nervous smiles. Who knows? Who knows? Everybody getting up from their seat here, it looks like. Now then, here we go. Mahmoud, where are you? Don't go for the big shot now. You could sky it, son. Make sure you get the tie.
Oh, he's slowing it down, the bowler. He's slowing it down, Eugene.
Make sure you get the tie, James.
Yeah, he's got to get the run. Got to get the run just to get the tie.
That's up and over. And just like that, that's going to be victory. To Rondebosch Cricket, but as the ball hasn't even gone to the boundary. The ball hasn't gone. And that's victory to Rondebosch Cricket Club over Victoria Cricket Club. What a match this has been. A very entertaining match, one has to say. In the chase of Rondebosch Cricket Club as well. Getting their target with a couple of balls to spare.
What a great match. We've seen plenty of runs. That's what T10 cricket's all about. And they went through to that target, getting that 10.5 on over. Exactly 105 for 2. Big thing there. They didn't lose wickets, just the 2 that went down, and big partnerships that were built by the first and second wickets.
Yeah, it's a great performance by them, but also by Victoria Cricket Club. They mustered up that 104 in the first innings, and we thought that was going to be par here, and it certainly proved that way. Just about getting over the line with a couple of balls to spare. The team in red, sponsored by Winfair 247, Rondebosch Cricket Club again mustering up their 4th victory here in this competition.
And that'll take them to the top of the log, with Durbanville playing now in the next game at 1:30. And Eugene's going to go off for the post-match interviews. And certainly in this game, for me, if you look at the batter of the match, probably the man who's going to get that award, even though there was that brilliant 50 by Justin Pringle. You never know, maybe between Justin Pringle and that man, Adnan Lakhadin, the young man, and certainly bowler of the match, you feel probably going through to the captain of the team from Rondebosch. That's the man, Mornay Pence, who took those 2 wickets for, I think it was 9 runs in his 2 overs. Outstanding stuff from Rondebosch. Once again, the men in red showing that they are the ones to beat, together with Durbanville Cricket Club. Durbanville up in our next match. Durbanville Cricket Club, sponsored by World 777 against Belleville Cricket Club. BetBricks 7 as their sponsor, and we won't be long before we're going to be going to the post-match interviews in terms of these 2 clubs. So what a contest it was. Exactly what we expected between teams in 2nd and 3rd on the log, and it did not disappoint. 10.5 and over, 105 was the target for Rondebosch Cricket Club, and thanks to contributions down the order from Mornay Pence, opening with Adnan Lakhadin and then Matthew de Villiers, the 3 of them getting their team over the line. And so it was that in the pre-match discussions, Mornay Pence and Siobhan Christian saying they felt they had the depth in their batting lineup to get over the line. So we're going to be going over to Eugene for the post-match discussions with the players and captains from the 2 teams. It's over to Eugene.
It was? What is it, your mic?
The mic, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
go.
Welcome here to the post-match presentation here of this. The Golf Ticket presents the Cape Town Club Cricket League T10. It was match number 14 between Rondebosch Cricket Club, sponsored by Winfair 247. They were up against Victoria Cricket Club, sponsored by Cricketer. It was a really entertaining game. Victoria batting first, they're getting up to 104. And then Rondebosch Cricket Club getting over the line with a couple of balls to spare. I'm going to call on Mahmoud, the standing captain here for Victoria Cricket Club, just to come and have a quick word with us.
Has it?
Mahmoud, I was close at the end there, nearly getting there, but I think you can take heart from the way you guys batted in that first innings.
Yes, definitely. I think that's our best start we actually got for the tournament. Hopefully it may continue.
Yeah, a lot of changes as well, and I like the way Pringle said about his stuff today. He was a lot of bit less circumspect, but then went after the bowling later on.
Look, we all know what Pringy can do. I mean, once he gets in, he can destroy your attack. I think this is only the start for Pringy.
Come closer to me.
Sorry. I think this is only the start for Justin. I mean, I think in one of the tournaments he scored 160 of like 70 balls, so hopefully it continues.
Yeah, now that was in T20 competition, obviously, but what's your take on this T10 competition? A lot of fun stuff, but it's very much hustle and bustle, isn't it?
Oh, it's absolutely lovely. I think it's a good opportunity for guys to get a taste of how it is at, let's call it professional cricket, or the TV and all that stuff, so I hope it continues.
Listen, you still got a few more important games to go. Hopefully your team will go well.
Thank you very much.
That's Mahmoud. He's the standing captain there for Victoria Cricket Club, sponsored by Cricketer. And now we're going to call upon the victorious captain once again of Rondebosch Cricket Club. They're sponsored by Winfair 247. As that man, Mornay Pence. Again, Mornay, well done again today. Again, things are just seeming to come together for you guys here.
Yeah, I mean the bowling fell apart a bit today, but our batsmen stood up, and it was a good feeling. It's nice to see if one fails, the other one kicks on. So it's a good balance to have.
You say that the bowling failed. I don't think you got to expect people to come hard at you, and you just got to try and embrace it all.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying failing, but I'm saying there's a lot of edges. There was a lot of runs going past. So that's the game of cricket. It happens. So you're saying they're going hard, nice, and yeah, I'll take that score. It was the highest score we ever chased, but it was good for the boys.
You were simply magnificent with bat in hand there, and then Adnan, the youngster, he was more of a spectator, but how good was he in the latter innings?
Yeah, he's for a 16-year-old playing that role today was phenomenal. I mean, my role is just to go out there and hit it. If it works, it doesn't work. And so, but yeah, he made us very proud.
And a bit on Matthew de Villiers there, a good knock from him as well.
Yes, he's back in his role that he wants. 3 is his spot, and he's playing his shots and he's getting into the game. So it's good to see.
Just looking at you, you're really getting a buzz for this tournament now. You're really getting excited. Every time I'm speaking to you, you just seem to grin more and more. Maybe it's the victories as well.
Yeah, of course. I mean, why can't you smile if you win every game? It's nice to have a win every game, but we must stay humble and stay in the contest because there's going to be a lot of tough games coming up.
Listen, go well there for the remainder of the tournament.
Cool. Thank you, Eugene.
That's the news here at the post-match presentation. Rondebosch Cricket Club, sponsored by Winfair 247. They were victorious over Victoria Cricket Club, sponsored by Cricketer. They go now 4-0, or 4 from 4 in this competition. So when you go back there, you can see some of the highlights, and there's some great highlights to see from this match. Yo, bro.